Yeah. All right, we are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome one, welcome all. Unless you're trolling, hating, attacking, or instigating drama, you're welcome here. All you have to do to be welcome here is not troll, not hate, not attack anyone, and not instigate any drama, and we're good. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, right? Coach Eli's neck of the woods is a drama-free zone. No drama allowed. And you know what? Coming soon to the Coach Eli Network will be some merchandise as this channel progresses closer and closer to 10K subs. At 10K subs, I'll be getting a merch wall. And by that point at the latest, or a little bit sooner than that, I'm going to be creating some merch. And the first piece of merch I'll be creating is no drama allowed. T-shirts, mugs, pens, stickers, shit, name it, everything. Right? Who's with me on that no drama allowed merchandise? Looky, 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 look who's here. NCS Queen is here. Welcome, NCS Queen. I saw your comment on the other channel. We'll just say it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep it real from here on out on the Drama Unleashed channel. I was really proud of the posting she made. Having a similar attitude I have, such as not giving a shit about what anyone thinks about you. If you don't like my content, then, you know, there's the door. There's the door. Don't let it hit your ass on the way out, right? I saw you commented right below me there, NCS Queen, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. Coach Eli pays attention and recognizes those that are real. Real recognizes real, right? Real recognize real. I got to learn to speak this modern lingo, this modern millennial lingo, right? Anyway, can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? It's a little windy, but not too bad. Not too bad. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm having a phenomenal day. And you know, my day's even going to be more phenomenal because my lady was able to get somebody to watch her dogs for an extra day. So she's spending an extra day with me. It's Memorial Day, folks. It's Memorial Day. Today is the day where we pay tribute to all of the U.S. members of the armed forces, of our armed forces that have lost their lives to protect and serve the rest of us. And at least for today, I'm going to wait to see where this guy goes. He may be exiting the trail or going to the other side. We're just going to stay here for a second. I'm just going to wait 1 second and show you the beautiful scenery. Hey, Lewis. Yes, see and hear. Hey, babe, respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Lewis Fuller says, if you don't like my content, to get the F out of my channel, that's what I said to the trolls and the haters. Wow, it's a little windy here. It's a little bouncy. Oh, there's some people walking on this, so that's why. Anyway, my lady's staying an extra day with me, and we're going to be actually doing the show tonight that we were supposed to do last night. regarding pregnancy in the modern world, handling pregnancy in the modern world, whether it's expected or unexpected. One more time, handling pregnancy in the modern world, expected or unexpected. You know, I was looking to see where those people were headed that were coming behind me. Oh, a little windy here. Hope you can all hear me. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, by the way, folks. Oh, yeah, that stream tonight on Coach Eli 2 regarding handling pregnancy in the modern world, expected or unexpected. It's going to happen sometime around 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. It all depends on when I'm done with the trail today. I'm going to get home, pick up my lady. We're going to go grab some food real quick, and then eat real quick, and then run the stream. So look for that stream to start around 10 p.m. Eastern, 10 or 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7 or 7:30 p.m. Pacific, something like that. At the very latest 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Again, it all depends how quick I can turn this around after my walk here. But you know what? I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off this stream again today by paying a very special thank you to my wonderful, amazing lady. I can't thank her enough just for being who she is, and how strong of a woman she is, and how much of a champion she is. And she actually inspires me. She actually inspires me with her story and everything that she's been through and how she's fought through it. And let me tell you, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. And, today I surprised my lady. I'm not going to mention to you folks what I surprised her with, and neither is she. Babe, don't mention it. We'll mention it down the road. But I got her something, a little something special. Maybe a little late of an extra birthday gift. Regarding something that she used to have, but was stolen, I guess, out of her vehicle. And something that she really missed having. And because today's Memorial Day, and I went to the site to check out the price of, what she wanted at some point down the road. It was 30% off. I'm like, shit. Okay, if this thing is 30% off, I'm getting this shit today. Saved me a ton of money. And I surprised her with this amazing gift that just put the biggest smile on her face. And it's not about the money. It's not about the gift. It's about the thought that counts. It's about me recognizing how important she is to me and everything that I do. And everything that we do together as a team. And despite, what other people may have said or may say in the future, it doesn't matter. Her and I are going to continue moving forward with strength, dignity and pride and continue sharing our stories with each and every one of you. So you can learn from our mistakes, our trials, our tribulations, and better your lives. RJ Sandifer's in the house. Happy birthday, RJ Sandifer. My birthday is going really well. Moderator RJ Sandifer is here. Hey, babe, if you're, I think you're around. I think you're watching like my show and another show on TV. If you're around, babe, and Sifu Smell Dion pops in, I need you to go verify the channel if he pops in so I can moderate him here. I forgot to moderate him on the main channel. I re-modded him back on Coach Eli 2 as he popped in last night. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention, I was going to mention this, I'll say it now. Last night on Coach Eli 2, I did almost a 2-hour stream regarding my thoughts about just a bunch of unreasonable, nonsensical, stupid drama that happened like yesterday and the day before yesterday. And I guess it's kind of stemming into the day. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't care about it. Like, it's not a big deal to me. But for those of you that have been following me for quite some time and really want a clear and thorough understanding of what really happened, watch my stream. I'm not trying to get your views and watch them. I mean, it does help. I'm not going to lie. It does help. But I truly want to help you folks better understand this so you don't waste any more time on this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So go to Coach Eli 2 on Sensor Life Streams after this show. If you need something to watch later tonight, before our next show starts on Coach Eli 2 later tonight, or even after that show ends, or tomorrow, check it out. You'll have a really good and clear understanding of what really happened. And also this morning, I ordered some more spare parts for my mobile equipment. The selfie stick I have is all metal with the exception of the clips. They're plastic and they wear down after a while, so I found a couple of metal iPhone holders. I found a couple metal iPhone holders for a pretty good price that will never break. Folks, anything that you can use on your equipment that's metal instead of plastic is going to last you much longer. I mean, metal pretty much will last forever. It might scratch up a little bit, but metal, you can't break it. Just give me a second, folks. I hope you can hear me. There's a bit of wind hitting the windscreen right now. Let me pull over here to the side and let this couple pass. And now the couple is just waiting there. I'm going to have to pass on by. Excuse me. So the couple stopped there to look at the birds with binoculars. They're tourists. And I was pulling off to the side to give them a chance to pass. Oh well. Kind of funny how the same trolls that were on Coach Eli 2 last night are coming in on the main channel tonight. Oh yeah. You know, this YouTube thing is becoming more and more predictable each and every day, huh, Lewis? Yes, I can hear you good. Thank you, Lewis. You know, after you do this YouTube thing for 5 years, it just starts to become very predictable, right? And nothing phases you anymore. It just doesn't. Right? And for me, a lot of people may come in here and try to, suck me back into drama, right? It's never going to happen. But every now and then, as part of my coaching, I share what's happening in real time, such as trolls coming in, just to give you real-time examples, right? But realistically, it doesn't faze me. Just a lot of things I talk about are in real time, and they are some of the best examples I can share with you folks to help you work through things, such as things I've struggled with in the past. All right. I thought a bicyclist was coming. Yeah, it is a little bit windy today. It's not extremely strong, but it's stronger than normal. But I think you still hear me. I don't think it's affecting the sound yet. It's not that heavy. Excuse me here. Let me pop off to the side. Somebody else is coming. Have a great topic to discuss here today. And we'll get to that in just a second. Let me reset the stream. I think the chat may have frozen. Disco Bay Trail, once again here in beautiful Redwood City, California. It's about 70 degrees today. Can't ask for any better weather. I wish the wind was a little bit lighter, but that's all right. This is episode number 303. Episode number 303. And goodness gracious, I forgot the topic, so I'm going to have to go off the air for a second and get that and be right back. Be right back. All right, that was quick. That was very, very quick. So we're back. The topic is, can you choose the right partner, or is it all a gamble? One more time. Can you choose the right partner, or is it all a gamble? Well, if I just give you the straightforward, honest answer right out of the gate, I think it's what you probably think it is. Most of you are probably going to agree that it's all a gamble. It is a gamble. You can choose who you want to go on a date with, and they can choose if they want to go on a date with you, right? And you can go on one date and there may be no chemistry, or you can go on a couple dates and there may be some chemistry, and maybe the sex is good, but maybe you weren't meant to be together emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. But how will you ever know, if you have the right partner, if you end up with the right partner, unless you take that chance? That's called gambling, right? It is all a gamble. It is all a gamble. And I will tell you folks, one of the most difficult things for men and women to do is take that gamble, even if they come across someone that is a very worthy prospect, because we've all been hurt before, right? We've all put our guards down. We've all opened up our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our souls to other people. We've allowed ourselves to love. We've allowed ourselves to be vulnerable. And then when it doesn't work out, the pain is so difficult to deal with that we never want to deal with that pain again. So when we put ourselves back out there to try to find someone better than our last relationship that failed and more compatible, we put our guards up, right? We struggle taking that gamble or taking that risk to get what we truly want, right? And like I've said before, I'll say it again. Men and women are biologically different. We process our emotions differently. So, in my opinion, it's going to be much more difficult for women to put their guard down after being hurt than men. Because most men, with the exception of me and a few others, can go through a breakup and the next day or next week or whenever put themselves back out there and maybe not be ready for a relationship, but just start having random hookups, random sex with women just to have fun and get it off our chest, right? I've never been that way, but I know most men are that way. Wow, this is just... Whew. Come on, wind. Give me a break here. All right. One of the biggest struggles I see people have nowadays is allowing someone to love them and allowing themselves to love someone else, right? Again, because we've all been hurt. We've all taken chances before. We've all taken that leap of faith. And what happens? It doesn't pan out. It doesn't work out. And based on my experience or my experiences and other people's experiences I've witnessed in my life, most things for most people are never going to work out. Most things are never meant to work out, right? But all of those things that don't work out all become a learning experience and allow you to become stronger at the same time. I will tell you, the first breakup I went through in high school was painful. I wanted to cancel women for a lifetime. I was like, fuck women, I'm done, right? I'll never want to talk to women again. I'll never want to go through this again, right? Then about a year later, after, I was feeling that way, I woke up with something called morning wood. You all know what morning wood is, right? Now the stock accounts will come out and say Eli's morning wood. That's all good. And I'll tell you, at that point I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I shutting out one of the most beautiful aspects of life? Having a special partner, a special woman to share that life with. I'm walking backwards now to prevent this wind from coming in my face. I really hope it just dies down a little bit when I hit the corner over here. Are you folks able to hear me okay for the most part? I'm just curious. I don't think I can get a bigger windscreen for this. I mean, I probably could, but it would just be way too big and way too heavy. And this is not a bad windscreen, but when the wind gets too crazy, it still will cut out the sound. But I think we're still doing okay. See and hear. Okay, thank you, babe. Hey, Rosie Wren, how you doing? Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube now and forever. Cut out part of your name there. How are you doing, Rosie? I'm doing quite well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I just started to miss the company of a woman. Even after I went through my first breakup with my high school sweetheart and took a year off, and I was just anti-woman. I just didn't ever want to feel the pain I felt after she broke it off with me. But after a year, like I said, I put myself back out there. I met another woman, we dated for a while. She broke up with me, and I felt similar pain again. But what was interesting at that time, that second time, was while the pain still hurt, it didn't hurt as bad as the first time, right? And I think you get where I'm going with this. Hold on a second here. I think you get where I'm going with this. The more and more you experience something, even something painful, even something that can cause you emotional pain like a breakup, the more and more you go through it, the less and less it stings, right? And that's why, I always recommend, to people, before you settle down and you start to, consider marrying someone, you want to get some experience. I'm not saying go around and sleep around, but you're typically not going to marry the first person you date, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. It has happened, right? I mean, if you absolutely find someone in high school, which is rare nowadays, and you two fall in love and you're happy together and it just works, don't let me stop you from making it work. But the truth of the matter is, you don't have a lot of experience in your first relationship, right? And the more experience you have, the more pain you've been through, the stronger it makes you, and the better of a partner you become for someone in the future. So I always recommend, hey, if you're young out there, I'm not saying to not get into a relationship, but you're going to want to, as a man and a woman, you're going to want to date 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people before you decide to really settle down and move in with someone and, consider marrying them. It's not like the good old-fashioned days where, women were virgins and, they would marry the first guy that, they met and slept with and have a family. I mean, that's how it used to be. It's not like that anymore. And there are a lot more challenges to life in the modern world than there used to be. So you're going to want to learn how to navigate those challenges before you settle down and tie the knot with somebody. That's just in my opinion. And then maybe if people start looking at it that way and gain more experience before they settle down, this divorce rate that we have nowadays, that's 60%, will start going the opposite way. The reason why people are getting divorced more so than ever in this modern world is because they end up settling for someone, or they've had very little, if any, experience with the person that they married. And sometimes some people will marry someone, for example, and we'll be talking more about this tonight, sometimes people will get married because an accidental pregnancy happened, right? And in my opinion, you shouldn't marry someone just because you got them pregnant. You should marry someone because you love them, right? So that's why, I share these stories, and I recommend gaining experience before you lock things down with someone, because it will prevent a lot of heartache in the future. All right, I'm going to reset the chat and I'll be right back. I hope when I turn the corner, the wind will start to die down a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, we're back live. We're back live. Wow. It's a good strong wind right now. We're doing the best we can here. Folks, I want to take this moment to remind you to please like this video, whether you're here live or on the replay. Please also share this out on your community tabs. If you have one, channel's over 500 subscribers on YouTube now. Get a community tab about a week after they reach their 500 subscriber threshold. So please share it on your community tabs. Please also share it out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, to name a few. And also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications to this channel here. And also make sure you subscribe to my other channel, Coach Eli 2, Uncensored Live Streams. Nightbot sharing the link to Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams every 7 minutes in the chat. Or you can go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. One more time, youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. In order to chat on either of my channels, you need to be subscribed. Once you subscribe, there's no waiting period. You can chat immediately as long as you follow my 3 simple rules. No trolling, no hating, no attacking, right? No trolling, no hating, no attacking, right? Hating, attacking, same thing, but I like to say both because some people understand one word over the other. No trolling, no hating, no attacking, right? We're only looking to communicate with and network with and help people that truly want the help to become the best version of themselves they were meant to become. Now, as I come around the corner, folks, I'm going to go off the air for a second and use the restroom, and then I'll be back in just a few. Also, please feel free to ask any questions in the chat regarding anything. A lot of my streams out here on mobile, or most of them, if not all of them, are an open forum. There is a topic and we talk about it, but I also open it up to answer your questions. As long as they're respectful, legitimate questions and you're not trolling, hating, or attacking. That's the bottom line. If you troll, hate, or attack, you'll be banned without notice and you will not be acknowledged. And if you want to waste your time doing that, that's all good. All right, folks, I'm going to go off the air. I'll be back in just a few. So relaxed today, I'll tell you that. Such a relaxing day. What are you folks up to on this beautiful Memorial Day, regardless of where you're at? So, like I was mentioning at the beginning of the show, well, did the monologue, after the monologue, when I got into the topic, you really can't choose your partner. You can't choose your partner because you don't know how somebody is until you spend time with them, until you have conversations with them, until you're intimate with them, until you see what you have in common and don't have in common, right? And I'll tell you this, folks. You know, I continue to use my relationship with my lady as an example because it's a great example. It's a great example. It's the perfect example because my lady and I have experienced similar things emotionally. Not exactly, but her and I bond very well emotionally because she's gone through some things in life that have traumatized her, and I've gone through some things in life that were affecting me emotionally. I don't know if I'd go as far and say I was ever really traumatized, but you know, I was bullied and picked on when I was in grammar school. I was bullied and picked on. And, you know, even though I had, you know, a great upbringing from my parents and all that, when I was younger, I didn't possess the same social skills I possess today. Sorry, the wind is blowing in a direction that's just blowing this microphone right in closer to my face. When I'm coming back, on the way back, I got some people coming, so I'm just gonna wait for this dude to pass me by. And I didn't have the greatest social skills when I was younger. I was a little bit more of a shyer and timid type of kid. And I really didn't start to, grow into my shell until probably my junior year in high school. And then I, met my high school sweetheart, and, that started changing things. I started to become much more social and, started to feel a lot more confident within myself. And I still struggled at times, but as I got older, into my mid-20s, by the time I hit my early 30s, that's when I really started to, feel like I was unstoppable and I was going to accomplish whatever I wanted to accomplish, no matter what it would take. And I also started to realize by the time I hit my early 30s that, some things are just not meant to be. And if things don't work out, just let it go, no matter how much it hurts, and continue moving forward. So you can create the success that you want to create for yourself and have for yourself. And a lot of people that see me doing the YouTube thing today, and people that have known me since my 30s and even my 40s, right? What you see today was not the person I was, 18 to 20 years ago. I mean, my heart and soul has always been the same. I've always been a good person deep within. But I really lacked a lot of self-confidence. I really lacked a lot of self-confidence and lacked a lot of self-love. I lacked self-worth. And there were a few times in my life where I felt depressed. I never had clinical depression or clinical anxiety, but there were times in my life where I felt depressed. And I just couldn't stand that pain. And that's how I'm able to recognize people that have clinical depression or have clinical anxiety. I'm not one that's qualified to diagnose it, and I would never try to diagnose it, but I can kind of tell, using common sense. I can identify that type of behavior because I know how it made me feel, right? So when it comes to my lady, I can relate to her in that way. And I honestly think that one of the most important aspects in order for a relationship to work is being able to emotionally bond with your partner. But nowadays, both men and women, but more so especially men, they only think about one thing initially, and that's sex, right? How about the next time you put yourself out there on a dating site, if you're looking for something real, how about you look for the overall package? Yeah, you want to be physically attracted to your partner. I'm going to come up to the side again, let this person pass because they just went up to the observation deck and then just turned around. How about look for the overall connection? Look to see what kind of a heart and soul that person has. Look to see if there's somebody you can easily emotionally bond with and it just flows. Feel out the conversation. Does it flow naturally? Does she talk sweet to you? Do you talk nice to her? Right? Does it just flow naturally? Right? Or are you two just physically attracted to each other and you just are thinking about having sex together and let the rest see where it goes? I mean, I guess, some people that do that, it can work out into a relationship, but I think the best thing that people can do nowadays to give themselves the best shot of finding true love and happiness is to be upfront about everything from the very beginning. Don't be afraid to open up and share everything with someone, even from the very beginning. And if you encounter people that are afraid to open up to you from the very beginning, and they say, wow, it's just really windy, and they say that you're saying too much too soon or you're asking too much too soon, take that as your sign to run for the hills because they're just not ready for a real relationship. Someone that's ready for a real relationship is going to be open with you from the very beginning. If they're attracted to you physically and they like who you are, they're going to want to share everything with you. And if they don't feel comfortable sharing everything with you, it's because they just don't feel it for you. And that's the way you know that you're starting off on the right foot with someone that could be a potential lifetime partner. But you can't choose that person right out of the gate. You have to take chances in order to possibly have that. And nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. I mean, I love my woman with all my heart and soul, and she feels the same way about me. And I'm not saying I will ever do this. I won't. And, I don't think she will ever change her mind. But that's always a possibility. And you got to take that into consideration. She could wake up tomorrow and say, dude, thanks for the memories. Thanks for everything. But you know what? You're a big piece of shit. See you later, right? I mean, she could do that. I don't think she's going to do that. But I'm just saying, you just never know. But if you're too afraid to take the risk, if you're too afraid to gamble for something like that, you will never get it. You will never ever get it. And if you're someone that believes in relationships and true love and happiness, that's gonna hurt you more than taking that chance and failing a few times before you actually come across the right person that would make you happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start to head on back. Just taking a deep breath, folks. Showing you the beautiful scenery. It's been kind of a slow day on YouTube today. It is Memorial Day. People are out and about. A lot of picnics today. A lot of family events. So it's a little bit slower than usual, but that's okay. People can check out the replay. No problem. Not a lot of engagement happening in the chat today, so we don't get any questions or anything like that. By the time I get, down another half mile, then I'm gonna just go off the air and finish the rest of the walk off the air. So if anyone is here and you have any questions, comments, or concerns, get them in the chat. Got some more people coming here. Give me a second, folks. I'm going trailblazing for right now. Man, this woman were walking at a gingerly rate, not too fast, not too slow, so I just had to sit and wait for a second. I try to be as respectful as possible, try to keep as many people off camera as possible when I'm doing these shows. So one more call for questions, comments, or concerns. And if I don't get any questions, comments, or concerns over the next couple minutes, I'm going to wrap up the stream and enjoy the rest of my walk. Just feeling the wind and breathing in the fresh air and enjoying some peace and quiet. Nothing wrong with that. Before I go off the air, folks, coming up later tonight on Coach Eli 2, uncensored live streams. Sometime around between 10 and 11 p.m. Eastern, or between 7 and 8 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be going live with my lady. We're going to be discussing handling pregnancy in the modern world, whether it's expected or unexpected. And in most cases nowadays, it's unexpected. And there are many things you can do to prevent it from happening. And if it does happen and it was unexpected, how to handle it. What's the right thing to do, right? And there are many people right now in this situation. Our good friend here, Dion, who's a moderator here on this channel. Dion, aka Seafood Smoke Channel. Found out a little over a month ago that his girlfriend is pregnant. And it was unexpected. And it has completely changed his life, and he obviously wasn't ready for it and wanted it down the road, but just wasn't ready for it yet. And he loves his woman. I know you love your woman, Dion, and all that, but I know It's a life changer. It's a game changer, right? And we're going to talk about tonight, what the best route is to handle this. How do you handle this? We're going to talk about women's emotions when they aren't pregnant compared to when they are pregnant. And my lady's going to be sharing a lot of that information because she's the one that's experienced on that, right? I personally have never had kids, never gotten anyone pregnant. What I will be speaking on is how I never got anyone pregnant, the precautionary measures I took, right? And, few chances I took myself, but they were good chances. I'll explain more about that tonight. So I do have experience in pregnancy prevention. I also have experience in how to talk with women before you become intimate and see if they're on birth control or, you got to have that talk, folks. And what type of birth control? Is it a semi-permanent method of birth control like the IUD or the Depo-Provera shot? Or is it the birth control pill that a woman can forget for a day or two and end up getting pregnant? My lady has a story to share with you folks regarding that. She shared it with me, and she'll share it publicly live tonight so we can help as many people as possible. Handle this better the first time around. This is more about educating people and being more proactive than reactive. And like I've always said, folks, one of the things I've been proud of my entire life is that I've always been more of a proactive person than a reactive person. But most people nowadays, they just fly with the wind and they take chances. They take big chances without realizing the repercussions of their actions, right? The consequences of their actions, right? And then they become reactive and don't know what to do, right? We're going to talk all about that tonight on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams once again at around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. All right, we're back, folks. I was saying subscribe to Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. Nightbot sharing the link every 7 minutes, or just go to youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. That's youtube.com/Coach Eli Uncensored. With that being said, I want to thank you all for being here today. Have yourselves a good one. Take care. See you later tonight. And have yourselves a good one. Take care. See you later tonight. And in the meantime, be good to each other.